Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3. Varda here, and first off, let me apologize for the delay in updates. Unfortunately, I have been very ill, and I'm still feeling slightly unwell, but we're going to try and bring an episode to you today. It should be an exciting one, as we are going to kick it off battling Kairos Fate Weaver himself and his legions of pink horrors. Now, this battle scares me a little bit, not gonna lie. We don't have our traditional healing methods, but we do have quite a bit of heavy hitting power and a reinforcing army. So maybe it won't go as badly as I'm feeling, but right now I'm a little bit frightened that we are going to take some really heavy casualties here. Maybe I'm overestimating the AI, but I feel like whenever I see Kairos in the campaign, he's just casting spells constantly, raining down hell on my units, and I am not a big fan of that. So, we're going to try and fight it. We're going to see how that goes, and yeah, let's pray Kairos doesn't rip us a new one. The one known as Fate Weaver, Kairos himself, has come to challenge Khalida. But he has made one fateful mistake. Here in these deserts, the dynasties do not change. The ways do not change. Welcome to the battle against Kairos Fate Weaver. We have deployed on the side with our reinforcements so that we can get our heavy hitters on the battlefield as fast as possible. You'll notice that I am arrayed in a fairly spread out formation. This is because I don't want to lose everything, quite frankly. We're going to wait out our reinforcements arriving, because once we get more of our heavy hitters here, I think we'll be fine. The infantry line of the Tzeentchian forces is ranged, but not particularly dangerous. And now that Futep is here, as well as the enemy forces, what I'm going to try and do is pivot a little bit. And then we're going to focus on trying to get this army here into an equally spread out formation. That'll take a second, so let's see what we can do. Get the Higher Titans and the Ushabti up to the front line. We have quite a few Sepulchral Stalkers now. Or is it just the same amount and they've spawned in on top of them? I think they just spawned in on top of them, didn't they? Whoops. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. That's one full unit of Tomb Guard basically wiped out of the game, and we haven't even gotten across the battlefield yet. So I'm going to start pushing. I can't afford to take that kind of casualties. Oh, we would have had more Sepulchral Stalkers, but they are coming in from the rear. Let's fast forward us pushing up a little bit. They did attack us, but I can't afford to wait out the attrition, basically. I'm going to send the Necrosphinx in to have a word with some chariots, and I'm going to reinforce it with one of our Necrotects. I'm gonna need everything and anything resembling an archer to focus down Kairos while he flies. See if we can find a nice clump of horrors. That's horrors and Forsaken, that'll do.
Khalida. Charge! Death awaits. Await the necrosphere.
Yeah, that was essentially what I'm worried about. Like, we're gonna have these rains of things coming down our whole game. Oh my god, I am blundering hard here, team. I'm gonna pause. I don't know why. I got so focused on trying to snipe down Kairos, I forgot about the rest of my units, it feels like. Let's get him around here a little bit and dropping some healing on that. We'll get him into the pink horrors. Now, ideally we'll get Khalida into the fight itself. Any and all archers, they're beginning to clump up, which is unfortunate, but I can't do a huge amount about that. Let's get them off to the side. It looks like Futep is taking an insane amount of damage. Let's pop his damage resistance, get the Sepulchral Stalkers in there. I think we're going to lose a Hydra Titan. And I think we already lost... No, we didn't already lose the other one, but it is getting focused down. Well, they absorbed bullets. That's probably the best I can expect them to do, honestly. Let's play and see what we can get done here, but I think I may have started throwing this away a little bit. Oh, it's because I didn't turn it off of ×3. That's why we're having such an issue. Like I was running everything in the fastest speed I could run it in, or one of them. Alright, over here, the Necrosphinx should be able, with the help of the Necrotect, to take out the Blazing Squealers. Kairos is scary. Like, really scary. What have we got? We've got some extra forces coming on now, some more Sepulchral Stalkers. That's nice. We do have a nice big blob here of units we might be able to break. These guys are standing around doing nothing because I have terrible micro. The flamers on the back line are gonna... Oh, no, 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 no. This needs spreading out. This needs spreading out. Oh, this is so overwhelming, actually, this size of battle with so much going on. I normally don't feel too overwhelmed, but I guess it's just, like, legions of skeletons more so than, like, other stuff that does it. Still, Kairos is tied down. We are summoning in some Ushebti. We kind of spread out this lot. Not well enough by the look of it, though. We are losing a crap ton of Tomb Guard, but it's important to remember Tomb Guard is replaceable. We can get that back relatively quickly. Let's pop some more reanimation around Khalida, get her into this fight over here. The halberds that are currently into Kairos will be doing a good job. I kind of don't want to leave Futep out on his own, but I'm also kind of scared about moving him into the middle and getting him too involved in the combat. Oh, our Necrotect is taking some fire. We don't want that. We want him to get out of that one as fast as possible. I'll drop the Legions of Asaph to start damaging the barrier. Hopefully these horrors will die out in a second. Right, let's pause again. I don't normally pause, but when I'm managing 2 full stacks, I kind of feel like I have to. Alright, there is a crumble coming in over here. We're losing some units, but as our forces in the center begin to do quite well, we are crumbling the rest of, like, the pink horrors. We'll get Khalida to settle on this one. Our new sepulchral stalkers will need to come and focus Kairos. And as long as the Necrotect survives, we will be fine. Wait, where is the other Necrotect? Okay, let's get the other Necrotect into the fight up here to help Khalida and drop a heal on the Necropolis Knights, maybe.
High Queen Khalida.
The problem is we don't have any spells, so that usual method we have of using spells to heal our army. Oh wait, no. We do have some, right? No, that's Futep. Okay, we don't have any. Shit.
Good. Legions.
Alright, Kairos is jumping into the fight here, so I am going to try and bog him down with units. Because I think that's the best we can do. We lost some Necropolis Knights. The Necrosphinx over here is going to have to do some serious work. But he is capable of it, so we're going to leave him to it. Kairos, Kairos is getting absolutely slammed. He went in onto Khalida, and Khalida said, "Nope, not today, bitch." Oh my god, I lost so much stuff. But we did win. There's the mass crumble, there's the mass rout. Okay, so this was 2 of Kairos's best armies. And we are marching out with some of our forces alive. And indeed some of our more heavily upgraded stuff. Did survive. Barely. Alright. Yeah. Take stock of the situation. That was one hell of a hairy fight. I don't know why. I feel like whenever I get into these big fights, I sort of struggle to manage my units, especially when I feel pressured to attack. Well, it is a victory. We didn't lose a hero. Khalida has taken on and defeated
Holy Baras.
the forces of Tzeentch. I'm going to chase them down very briefly with some units, try and kill off a hero, and then I'll see you on the campaign map. Okay, taking stock of the situation. We have lost lots of Tomb Guard, 2 Hydra Titans, and some Necropolis Knights. A unit of Sepulchral Stalkers, and the Kepra Guard. I'm going to take Endless March, get the money, because we're going to need to do some global recruiting. As the rest of the turn rolls over, what have we got? Well, I mean, it doesn't appear too much. Khemri is slowly regaining power, but I think the power bar has shifted there because we lost a lot of really strong units. I'll have to take stock of the rest of it once it finishes rolling, because I'm stuck on Mount Arachnos. Okay, Rakash is going to take out this Dwarven army. Could I do better if I played it on the battlefield? I honestly don't think so. I'm going to auto-resolve and take this because, well, quite frankly, that first fight exhausted me. Let's get some extra money. Militia restored. Settlements restored. Improve our cities. Enemy killed in battle. The Unicursal Riddle Giver. Thaos Lawbearer. Voljack's Horror of Horrors. Deldrick Grolsch. And we got Didn't See That Coming, which gives us permanent winds of magic capacity and spell resistance for our army. Okay, well maybe in the long term then that was worth it. Malagor is threatening an ambush. Where was Rakash again? Okay, Rakash wasn't far away from where we were, actually. He was coming to reinforce this position. So,
Shall rise again.
how do I want to do this? Let's take a look. What's the production like in Karago Wood? It's terrible. Okay. Good to know. In that case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Futep here and put him into the equivalent of the encamped stance. The stalking in the sands. I'm going to have Khalida move up to Khemri.
My throne awaits.
Because it's the region capital. And from here, I'm going to have her replenish her forces. So we're going to need an extra unit of Tomb Guard. We could get the Necropolis Knights with halberds. I think what we lost was mainly frontline, though, because like we only need 2 extra units here. So it was Necropolis Knights, a unit of Sepulchral Stalkers. Let's go for the halberds for this army instead. And then, of course, we'll get our hero back in a few turns. Our mage. He'll be coming back when will he be coming back? In 3 turns. Okay, so he's still pretty wounded. And we'll put... I'll temporarily put Rakash into the city. Because the hope is that Cetra's new forces with their giants, you know, that's a pretty impressive Tomb King force. We'll be able to start taking some territory over here. Now, this army's a little bit more difficult because this was the army with my Hydra Titans in it. And that'll be 10 turns. Oof. I don't want to weaken my armies too much here. But at the same time, until this grows... yeah, until this grows, we can't start replenishing units like Hydra Titans easily. And because of this, it'll take 10 turns to global recruit. Okay. In that case, it'll take 4 turns to get him close to Rosetta, where we originally recruited these from. So, my gut feeling is that we should just march him home at this point. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Jenna was moving here. Can Jenna take Kasabar for me again? No, he's out of range. Okay. I'm a little worried about him getting pounced on, and Karak Zorn actually doesn't have... I think I was going to send him back at the end of the last recording, but now I've committed. We are committed. So this could go well or it could go badly. Volkmar is still broken. He has 1 good army over here, and it's not heading for us. And actually, it's not that good of an army. He has 1 very basic army with him in it, which is what's supposed to make it good. Now, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, we have a lot of skill points to spend, but we'll take a look at the Garrisoned Lord first. He is sat into Quosha. We'll upgrade that city. We'll come back, we'll upgrade Karagorod. Slowly, as we upgrade our territory, we'll be able to maintain these stacks of bigger, stronger units, but right now it's kind of problematic. He's not meant to move, I just checked that, so let's get these skill points spent, and I will see you in the next turn, where we work out what exactly is going on. Well, well, well. Welcome back. Things are much the same as when we left them. However, our Tomb King brethren here have decided not to take Kasaba and are instead retargeting towards Volkmar the Grim. Which means that Kasaba is available for the taking, and we are going to swoop in. It says Pyrrhic. I don't believe that for a second. We have a full stack. The only reason they're saying Pyrrhic is the settlement walls. So we are just going to auto-resolve that one. We have now reclaimed another capital, though it's badly damaged and at low rank. Over here, Rakash is sitting pretty in this settlement, letting his forces replenish. So we're going to let him keep doing that, but it is worth noticing that, whoops, let the camera slip there, that Malagor the Dark Omen is invading the deserts. His army's not particularly impressive. I would put money on Rakash to win that fight almost every time. But we are going to have to keep an eye on him. Hopefully, our Tomb King allies will be able to deal with that. But Cetra's army is not impressive. It's a lot of archers, so we'll have to wait and see. Now, something alarming did happen last turn, which was that Talakwa is really beginning not to like me. It says that they consider us to be their biggest threat, so I'm not going to bother paying them. But I do need, at this point, to start thinking about how to improve this army, just in case they show up. I don't think they will for the time being. It says we're the main threat, but I think that's only because we've damaged Kairos. They have a lot of things to worry about, and this city here, it does have walls, it does have a garrison army. It's not the best garrison army, but it's a garrison army. You know, it's a lot of units in one place, and that's what we need. So, we're going to hope that that plays out the way I think it is. We are going to move Futep away from Malagor. How many turns is it going to take? It's going to take 2 turns to get within range of Rosetta. And when there, we can start replenishing this army. So, unless anything major happens, we are going to spend a little bit of time rebuilding, because we need Khalida's army back at full strength. We might attack with Rakash. We'll see if Volkmar or any of the other armies stray into unfriendly territory. It looks like the Tomb Kings finally caught up with Volkmar and finished him. Which means that now our chance has come. The Black Pyramid lies open. And I intend to claim it. Above us floats the imposing Black Pyramid of Nagash. In front of us, however, our more immediate concern lies with the Empire Defilers, who have taken up residence within this Tomb King city. They will be flushed out, they will be destroyed, and there will be no mercy. They shall join the sun-bleached legions of skeleton warriors at my command.
So be it.
Alright, let's get the army pushing up here. I don't want to wait around and take a shit ton of damage for no reason. Now, I don't think that this is going to be a particularly difficult fight, but I really wanted to show you guys this map, because this map is something special. It's beautiful. It really is. With the pyramid up there. Good lord, it's one of the nicer spectacles, so. We'll get in there, we'll push up, we'll use our constructs, even if they have taken a little bit of damage, to break into the citadel. We'll heal up the constructs when they take damage, and we will just run them over. Most likely. Now, the thing I am worried about is the handgunners. So we are going to drop a Legions of Asaph on the handgunners. And now that the gates are open, let's get our Tomb Kings. Our Tomb Kings, yes, all of our Tomb Kings. No, let's get our Tomb Scorpions in there. Let's get the Necrosphinx through the gate. Let's get Khalida in there as well. And I don't see much reason to risk the infantry here. I think this is largely going to be a spectacle. So, let's have some fun. Let's get the Skull Storm down. Okay, I must admit, slightly disappointed that it appears to have whiffed ever so slightly. Arrows continue to fall from outside of the settlement as Khalida... Oh my goodness, I zoomed away at exactly the wrong moment. Look at that Skull Storm. It just absolutely wrecked them. Holy. Alright, let's get Khalida in here. Let's make sure that our Necrotects are dropping restores on our units so that we don't lose them. We're going to want to bunch our monsters together here because, you know, they are halberds. We don't want to have them ruined. Let's cast a slightly angled Legions of Asaph. It might catch them. Yeah, it did. It actually did a shit ton of damage. Well... we are in. We have breached the gates. And the first level. Let's get our infantry in here. Let's bring the rest of our heroes up into the settlement. They can join the fight against the halberdiers, which I'm sure will not last long. Let's use the hit point replenishment on Khalida as well as the Helm of Discord, making sure that we use that. Let's use her shrapnel spell. Ooh, nice. It's one of the first times I think I've ever been able to see that landing. I normally cancel it by accident. Let's cease the artillery fire now. We're doing more friendly than good. And let's get the constructs into the great swords. We can move the infantry up here to start pushing them back. God, the Necrosphinx is so imposing. I mean, all of the constructs are, but this particular Necrosphinx is pretty terrifying looking. I don't think these great swords are long for this world. The Knights of the Realm are rallying. They are returning to offer what they can. But at this point, I think the battle has long gone against them.
Warrior Queen.
We'll use the Legions of Asaph to get onto those halberds. Start softening them up a little bit for Khalida and the Necrosphinx. And I dare say we're going to have a mass rout any moment. And so, honestly, I'm probably just going to sit and watch the Necrosphinx here for a moment. There isn't much to commentate.
My order. The Queen moves.
It's been a while since we had a good Venom Wave shot. Ooh, lovely. And here come the Mounted Yeomen, just in time to get absolutely shreked. Ah, wonderful. Alright, we have claimed the Black Pyramid of Nagash. We are beginning to replenish our forces. Karagorod is under siege, and there's a good chance we lose it. It's a pretty strong garrison, but I wouldn't rate it against the Legendary Lord. But unfortunately for that garrison, I do need this army to be brought back up to snuff. Wait, no, this is new. I don't need that. Let's get 2 Necropolis Knights to round this one out. And we can hopefully afford and pay for a hero to go into that army. Lich Priest or Necrotect, because they have a lot of units that would benefit from the healing. Now, we did get one thing last turn that I didn't mention to you all, which is we got a banner.
Asaph smile.
This banner is similar to the one we got earlier in the campaign on Khalida. Where is it? Has she not been using it? I thought... Do I have a Herald banner? Herald of Khemri. Yeah, it's there. This one gave us armor-piercing missile damage 15%. This one is going to give our Tomb Guard some more staying power. So I'm going to get rid of that. We are going to equip the Herald of Marak. And that is going to make Khalida a little bit stronger. With that in mind, we have begun to push Tzeentch back. We are under siege in many locations. I've just noticed we're under siege. Oh no, we were under siege here before. Can we just close victory this? We can. Alright, I'm going to do it. Because replacing Nehekara warriors and some archers is not the end of the world. Alright. I was a little bit distracted there by some stuff going on, but I think that's where we're going to call this an episode. It's been going very well for us. Khemri have helped us defeat Volkbar, who is fast losing territory. Tzeentch is being pushed back, and most of the desert here is falling under our control. The Lizardmen are becoming hostile. There are still threats. Rapon's the Leoness is close to High Queen Khalida and her army, with a not inconsiderable force. But that's a problem for another time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.